will jump it up. And taking a look at the officials, Tony Brothers. O'Neal dumps it to Simmons.
Ways for him to be effective, but I think Simmons is going to be a creator, so finding ways to
good look, maybe getting him some confidence. O'Neal lobs it up, and
the Nets can get in a little bit of trouble.
Finds Durant, lobbing it up. Been coming off the bench for the most part this season. Dodged the bullet. Dodging his way.
In a year, and things are moving. And
in the corner, O'Neal, 38% three-point shooter, and that traffic wanted O'Neal to take it, and that's
aggressive. But there's so much more for this that if you push the pace, you'll get.
New O'Neal was alone. Steal for Halliburton. The no look. Well, as Seth,
you have Ben and Claxton on the floor. You have
Irving off the mark. Wiggling around.
Talk about this Brooklyn Nets team here from injury. So when you're playing in the
now the defense will help that, and just being in the right spots. Guys are for three. Can't. Smith gets rejected by Durant. In a very good offensive team. Under 27 last night in Washington. On the attack, O'Neal.
D guy. He can score. He can dribble.
Irving. Guarded aggressive. Curry gets it back to Irving. Up. Heel. Nice look. And Jackson
going to be able to bail you out because they're two of the best.
Durant banks it up in the corner. Duarte. No. Against Halliburton as he was.
Great offensive team. And you.
Durant. Durant goes back.
Pressure him. He's going to be able to just throw darts to a bunch of families. Man, it wasn't about that specific thing, but endorsing it. So to say that
was the phrase that,
you know, the Alex Jones on air, and so we're going to get back to the basketball, but then you have to answer these questions. When Kyrie tells me, he's like, look, I'm not anti, right? Why do that? That's the question out of hand.
Curry, his three, Bataze, reverse.
Now the runner-up, in my opinion, is like, hey, this kid has a chance to what they have in Indiana.
Well, he just, Harris, off the mark.
You just wonder why they just haven't started him. Pacers.
Mills gets a good look. The Nets with their first three, working through it.
I wonder if he just had a mental
first pick of this pack. And he's just one of those guys that,
you know, you can't win without deep.
Averaging 29.6. Struggled defensively out of the gates.
He plays some of the most elite defense. He's in a contract year.
Mathurin surging to the cup.
Ability. He's got the athleticism, at least, in the best way.
In this first, Mathurin.
I don't buy that.
A chance.
This team is so talented. You know, was that a tough game to get, you know, Milwaukee do anything that they put their minds to it?
Reasons. Mills got.
Is like, just put your hand up. Don't. If you're that close jumping, just put you in the.
.com to get your Nets membership or to.
Because I just want to show them a little love. Got an and one. That's when you get an and one, especially.
Claxton misses this season now. Pull up three. In defensive rebounding percentage. Morris, long jump. Watanabe attacks the closeout on the bench. Nembhard can't.
Are a little jealous of that over here.
Well, that's
jealous. Okay.
Back. Here's Hield getting a good look in three-point range. Ends at 10-0. Just
coming out of college in even 18 months.
Great ball. Here's Mathurin.
Look, it's always good. Morris Smith.
Claxton will head out also with O'Neal as well as Simmons
gets a walk to the paint, and you can.
Three. O'Neal shovels. Simmons. That's at 14 assists, and they could have time to crack back. Lloyd was stepping in for Rick Carlisle, who was at shots. He looks like a vet. Their third of the half. Buddy Hield managing their
injury myself while I was playing here for the Nets. Buddy Hield with a great back cut. Don't rush them back because you don't.
Or not, it'll be a managing thing all season. Curry has a better one. Hield's 0 for 3. Curry's 0 for 4.
Fatigue factor for some players here.
Not draft to pass there, and Hield. Jackson spins, and that time O'Neal on the attack. Harris with some space.
The second player with them forced them.
19 first half.
For your teammates.
Harris offensively, despite all. Durant forces that one up.
You got to weather this storm.
Halliburton gets that.
Like I said, that's not a foul.
Just like
on top of it, the Nets only have 9 free throws.
In the corner, into the game for Indiana. A deep. Irving cups it up, aiming for Irving.
Halliburton, he probably averaged 2 steals a
O'Neal with back-to-back threes. Yes. Irving, and they have the lead back. Gets right around.
No guarding them.
Irving.
Early struggles from 3. The man is in.
to the corner. Mather
Points already.
Claxton got it.
Discipline is not just the execute.
The right spot. Having Carlisle listen to Richard. Simmons, little floater, rolls. Healed. Wow. Shooting practice. Nets now up to 40% from Heinz Claxton. Claxton healed. No. Foul. Indiana +8 on the glass. And right back to Irving. Looks off the pass. And not
Show.
Halliburton.
Yeah.
Irving mid-range so far in the third. Working Durant 5 feet above the court. Did you
I do not miss that guy. Where's he at?
Speaking of the mean regression, Andy. Jalen Smith. Durant on the cut.
The cutting is so important to what they.
And a foul going against Short.
Off the line.
Irving, no. Simmons, little push shot.
Then to constantly try and shoot floaters.
Each other. Durant in the corner. Smith.
Like help. That needs to be.
Shooting it. Halliburton, good hands from Simmons. And a foul is called again. Pull up 3. Off gets Mather in. It's in the corner. Claxton going into the body. Couldn't bench. And the call came late, and that might be a trend.
It's the way you have to do it.
Irving working Watanabe. And
Kyrie versus anybody 2-on.
Duarte, good contest.
You should shoot.
Yeah.
Right. Even the
Going in this third. Gets fouled there. Looking at Cook. Could find some space. Can't. Got ridden. And Duarte for Indiana. Here's Watanabe. Finds Duarte.
What to say there? Just there's a lack of community line.
Irving pushes off Harris, and that is an the top one pennant flag. Don't miss
No,
out.
I honestly, building sold out right now.
Oh!
Or Ja Morant, where they have so much action I've ever seen in my life.
Nembhard bounces with some space. Irving sneaks it to Durant. Gets it in on the switch. Pull up 3. Off the mark. Jackson's jumper does, especially where the score is involved. Johnson
Unguarded, he can knock down 3
Nets are down 9.
assists. That's what they need. If he can get.
Oh, what a setup from Halliburton. And Durant tied for the league lead. Simmons on the switch. Now clock at 2. Duarte. Durant looking to respond. 9 assists in the first half. They have just 9 on and out of bounds. Not sure that there would have been an angle.
And it's right in front of them. I could see that.
Kid off the inbound. Simmons lobbing it up. Anna. I mean, Richard, what?
Look, it's a little bit of everything. And down, but they got to communicate better. That Rockets game and
Pivots. Got because I think at this point, we spread out. What do you make of that?
well, if you're taking that ball out of the basket every single.
28 assists, but that's the difference. And he stops though. The corner, Halliburton, Matherin.
You're gonna have to put together 3.
Halliburton to 3. Durant on the attack.
It flattens the defense. Now when Jips in a row and then you start putting pressure on them.
The rookie on the attack.
Go ahead, John Stockton.
Durant. It ends up with Matherin in the corner.
You can't leave the corner.
A 30-point night. Irving went for the shoot from the free throw. Separates. But Halliburton deflected by.
Look, every single start to the season for this, help build this momentum for the.
Together through the feeling like it was in hand. You felt like, okay, you want to build on.
You got one of them off the board. So that
3 guys standing around. Durant on the attack.
that's a backcourt. Or not back.
Buddy Hield since 2000.
Defend. If they defend at a high level, there is no guarding them.
Irving.
That's why you don't worry about Kyrie's early struggles from 3. The man is in.
Hield to the corner. Mather.
Actually, when you're talking about a kid that has 19 points already.
Claxton got it.
That's where it's more of the discipline. It's not just the execute.
About before the game, talking about just being in the right spot. Having, instead of coming off the bench, I guess Rick Carlisle listened to Richard. O'Neal finds Simmons, little floater, rolls. Hield. Wow. O'Neal, shooting practice.
KD a corner three.
Nets now up to 40% from bodying in. Draws two, finds Claxton. Claxton
Moving the ball well.
Healed, no, foul. One board for Brooklyn. Indiana a +8 on the glass. And a jump ball. Here's Durant right back to Irving. Irving looks off the pass and not.
Or a guard to switch or to show.
Halliburton.
Well, since a rookie.
He's 41% in his career.
Yeah.
Irving mid-range. 13 Nets so far in the third. Dishing. Smith working Durant.
And he's got the depth.
Our camera's 25 feet above the court. And then a back-to-back Washington and Charlotte. Did you Grady?
Oh, God. I do not miss that guy. Where's he at?
The last 16. Speaking of the mean regression. Get you, Candy. Jalen Smith. They did.
Well, there they are.
Durant on the cut.
Open. That ball movement and the cutting is so important to what they do.
Thus far tonight. And a foul going against. Durant will pull short.
5 times in his career. Run him off the line.
Irving, no. Woeful again tonight. Simmons, little push shot.
If you go to the body, it's a much easier finish than to constantly try and shoot floaters. A little frustration.
Yeah, looking around at each other. Durant, Curry, wide open in the corner. Smith.
That's not Kyrie and Ben's like help. That needs to be.
Indiana shooting a shot clock down to 1. Halliburton, good hands from Simmons. And a foul is called again. Mathurin, pull up 3. Off guarding who there for the Nets. Durant gets Mathurin. The ankle surgery. In the corner.
To make sure that we're giving him an extra look.
Claxton going into the body. Couldn't for Brooklyn. Curry to the bench. Durant was grabbed by Johnson, and the call came late, and that might be a trick.
Take fouls aren't going to go away. It's the way you have to do it.
Irving. Bitadze. Working Watanabe.
And I'm sorry. KD and Kyrie versus anybody 2-on here in this third quarter.
To go, now trailing by 2. Duarte. Harris. Claxton out on Duarte. Good contest.
I mean that every three-point shot is the one you should shoot.
Yeah.
Right? Even the
Here's Durant. Getting himself going in this third. Gets fouled there. Crowd at Barclays Center. Taziana. Durant looking to cook. Good. Healed. Finds some space. Can't. Durant creeping. Got ridden. Bitadze healed. And Duarte for Indiana.
After that finish.
Here's 5 to shoot. Watanabe. Bitadze finds Duarte.
I don't know what to say there. Just there's a lack of community. You got to take the challenge. You got to run some of these guys off the line.
Irving. Duarte pushes off Harris, and that is an option.
That starts with getting up into some of these guys.
The top Brooklyn collectible items, a Brooklyn pennant flag. Don't miss anything for the last 3.
No, I honestly, job embracing this team. You got this building sold out right now.
Oh!
Rick Rose or like a Russell Westbrook or a Ja Morant where they have so much stop and pop. He is the best guard finisher I've ever seen in my life.
The rest of the beginning of the 4th. Nembhard bounces. Irving with some space. It's gut check time. Down 8. Irving sneaks it to Durant. Johnson gets it in on the switch. Durant pull up 3. Off the mark. Hard. Back to Jackson. Jackson's jumper doesn't. We've seen in second halves especially where the score.
And look, I think other guys are going to get themselves involved.
Johnson.
Shooter, but from the corner, unguarded, he can knock down.
Nets has 9 assists. Nets are down 9
right now currently, but you know the 9 assists, that's what they need. If he can get even better than what it is right now.
Oh, what a setup from Halliburton. And Durant at will. tied for the league lead. Was able to shake O'Neal. Now Simmons on the switch. Shot clock at 2. Duarte. Durant looking to respond. Nets had 19 assists in the first half. They have just 9. Used the challenge on an out of bounds. Not sure that there would have been an angle. Yeah,
in that possession, like, and it's right in front of them. I could see that.
With bench etiquette. Off the inbound. 13. Simmons lobbing it up. And that'll be the 4th team foul against Indiana. I mean, Richard, what immense struggles.
Look, it's a little bit of everything. You know, they're giving up a lot of threes and they're knocking them down, but they got to communicate better.
Is on the table as well.
I did that Rockets game and
Halliburton pivots. Got fouled the offense in the second half specifically, because I think at this point, first half, it was much more spread out. What do you make of that?
Well, the offensive end. If you're taking that ball out of the basket every single
season high 28 assists, but that's the difference. As you said, Richard, make a memory. And he stops though. Inside, Jackson to the corner. Halliburton torched the Nets on the glass tonight. Mathurin dropping to 1 and 5.
Have to do is you have to outwork him. You're going to have to put together 3
for Brooklyn. Halliburton to 3. No.
Great job with it.
Durant on the attack.
Flattens from Ben Simmons to Joe Harris. It flattens the defense. Now when Joe... You have to do is probably get about 3-4 stops in a row, and then you start putting pressure on them.
Mathurin has 27. The rookie on the attack.
Jason Kidd, the throw ahead. John Stockton, the clock moving.
Durant. Irving went for the steal. It ends up with Mathurin in the corner. As if to ask, why did you do that?
You can't leave the corner. Room for leeway currently right now.
A 30-point night. No idea. Irving went for the Halliburton. 6 to shoot from the free throw. Durant separates. Halliburton deflected by
of comeback for the Nets. But look, every single one, you know, is this a frustrating start to the season for this? Things that are going to, you know, help build this momentum for the
concerned with is them just sticking together through the season. Was it feeling like it was impetus and frustrations? And you felt like, okay, you want to build on
capacity. You only have to play against Memphis twice. You got one of them off the board. So that
you have 3 guys standing around trying to shed defenders. Durant on the attack.
That's a backcourt. Or not back.
Buddy Hield to their worst start since 2000.